Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you an early hands-on with a prototype of the MEZONE wireless headphones. Now this is based off of an Indiegogo campaign that's currently running and it has maybe about 40 hours or so left. These headphones are promising us great sound, IPX7 support, Bluetooth 5.0, but not only that, a case that is not only rugged but also provides a 1000 milliamp hour battery to be able to recharge this and give you almost up to 80 hours of playback time on these headphones. This is TK, let's check it out. Now, the first thing I want to mention to you guys is, again, as I mentioned in the beginning, these are early prototypes. So these were manually assembled. These are not the final product, but they should be representative of what they look like when they're actually finally sold or made available for backers that are currently basically backing up the production. The case itself is waterproof and shockproof, so it doesn't have very strong magnets. It does have a loop here to be able to hold it. It does have an indicator here for the battery levels. We have a USB-C port that's sitting here on the side to be able to charge them wired. It also does support wireless charging, which what we see here with the indicator. And of course, when we put this on, this provided little pad that they sent me as well, it provides us the ability of basically charging it. So you basically put it down and it'll start charging your device, and it uses basically wireless charging. So you don't have to take them out. You don't have to connect the wire. If you're on the go, you just put it on your favorite wireless charger. Let's say you're at Starbucks, you just put it on. It'll start charging as it supports Qi wireless charging. Also included in the box some additional tips, but I'm assuming that the final package obviously will have a little bit better presentation than what I have. There's a few colors that they had. They had basically, I think, the black on black, black on red, and there's a white one. And if I'm not mistaken, they also have one that's all red. The main thing that they shared with me essentially is that these were manually assembled. So these are early prototype availability. The assembly is very simple. You just unsnap, snap together. The earpieces themselves are actually put in here magnetically, so you can put them in. Once you close the case, it shuts the Bluetooth signal off. So the Bluetooth 5.0 signal is no longer working. When you open them, they turn on and they start pairing to the last device that you connected to them. So very easy, very simple. And of course, they're marked here on the right and the left. You can see there's right here. You can see the R and you can put that in. So there's no way for you to kind of mix it up. At the beginning, when I first got them, it got a little bit confusing. Their design is very simple, very easy to use, and it's very small. You can definitely see how the form factor is. And of course, when we open it up, take them out, these guys are just extremely small. We do have touch sensitive controls on them, as well as one of the microphones to be able to receive and make calls. And it does actually support stereo calls, which is really, really nice. Putting them together makes them very easy and portable. And again, you just put this in your pocket, in your backpack, and you're pretty much set. Now, as far as pairing them to your device, I'm going to go ahead and pair the last unit that they sent me. And I'm going to say the last unit mostly because these were initially put together manually, there is some, I would say, quality control issues at this point. And what I mean by that is that the signal strength is not as strong as I would have loved it to be. As long as I'm within a certain distance to them right now, it works great. But again, being that these are early prototypes, they were not intended to be the full version or the full functioning version. But as long as the signal is strong enough, audio quality is very, very nice. So all we need to do is open them up. We'll turn on our device, pair a new device, and you'll notice right there it says B6. I'll go ahead and pair them. Give it a second. I'll accept the pairing request. And we'll notice right there, powered by aptX, and then it'll pair the second one. Now that second pairing is what it enables us to connect both of these units at the same time. And of course, what we have the ability here is HD audio. So we have aptX HD media and phone control, as well as contact sharing. Although I'm not sure how necessary that is, since we don't really have a way of initiating the contact. So we have pause and play control functionality on both. And of course, we can double tap, skip the track, and it works perfectly fine. Double tap again. You can see right there that we're skipping it. And right now I'm not playing the audio directly to you guys, but we'll play them in a second. And again, you can basically control them, go back and use them the normal way. And when you're done, you just put them back in, close them. And basically the Bluetooth signal, as you can see right there, went away. And the moment I just open them up, give it a second, even if they're not out of the case, it should pair to the last device that it connected. And you can see, and of course the battery level does actually transmit to the top. Now, as far as the form and fit, they're very, very small and they actually fit very nicely in the ears. Let's go ahead and put one here. And you can almost not see them when you're looking at them straight. And again, depending on the color that you pick, it works really nice. Since they're true wireless, the main connection that they're running together is that they connect to each other wirelessly as well as back to your phone. And the audio quality is really astounding. It's actually sounding a lot better than some of the other units that I've used. Almost as close as when I've had them connected to, let's say, a wired connection to my device. Now, we don't have a lot of devices that support wired connections anymore, so wireless is going to be the way, and aptX HD is the best way to get the best quality audio. So as far as what we have here with the battery, we have a 1000 milliamp battery, well, basically a 1000 milliamp battery in the case that supports these headphones. So they'll have about 8 hours worth of playback, and then when you combine that with a 1000 milliamp case, you can basically get up to 80 hours is what they're basically advertising. So something around that point, and I'm assuming that's around the 50 to 60% volume level. So you'll notice right here that we have both Assistant, the Amazon, as well as the Google Assistant showing up here. And of course, this was running, let's say, a Samsung device. I'm sure Bixby will show up as well. And or if we're running on an iPhone, Siri should be also initiated as well. So really good functionalities, very easy to use. And as far as sound quality, I wanted to share with you guys exactly how it sounds. So I'm going to use one of the earpieces and put it close to the microphone. And of course, the other one will be in my ear. And I'll go ahead and play a couple of songs here for you guys just to hear how the quality of the audio. Definitely very heavy on the bass, which definitely makes me enjoy a lot of music, as dance and rock and basically hip hop music generally feeds off of that. So if you're into that and it's tuned in that way for you, it should be really, really nice. So for a quick audio sample, what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm taking one of the earpieces out and I'm going to listen to the other one, and I'm going to try to put it close to the lavalier microphone that I have. Now keep in mind, this is by no means the best way to transmit audio, but because they're so small, it's hard for us to actually get a true representation in video, at least, of how they sound. But I'm going to try to get as close as possible to that. Now, as you heard, the audio quality is absolutely fantastic. The main thing is you put them back in the case when you're done, you close it, and the battery that's built into the case will recharge them, and they'll be 100% for you, rating for you the next time you want to use them. Again, up to about 80 hours worth of full power when you're using the full battery, fully charged, with the built-in headphones fully charged. You should be able to basically get about 80 hours worth of music playback. Now, as far as my experience using these, again, as these are early prototypes, these are not the final product. Overall, pairing had no issues, but I did have a little bit of a different experience depending on what smartphone I'm connecting it to. And what I mean by that is, on Android, for some reason, if I'm connecting it, let's say, to a Huawei device, I only saw it pair once. When I connected it to, let's say, right here with the OnePlus 7 Pro, it actually showed me two pairings because it's trying to pair both headphones. aptX did show up on all my devices, which is really functional, as well as aptX HD. And the sound quality, again, are very nice. You cannot control the volume on them. It's controlled directly by your phone. And of course, you can basically see the battery level directly from the phone. Some of the issues that I had was some connectivity issues depending on basically distance from the phone. And I'm thinking that's just probably attributed to the early prototype version of these. Again, these were manually assembled. These are not the final products. So obviously the quality control is not as high as what you guys are going to be receiving once your actual production level units start coming out. I want to say thank you very much to the team for allowing me to work with them, and of course providing me with a couple of samples that unfortunately I have to return back to them now that we're doing this video. But I'm really looking forward to be able to pick up obviously the final product when they start shipping out to basically backers. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the basically MEZONE headphones? They're an interesting approach. There's similar things on the market that are very familiar to them, but the main benefit here is that starting at around $79, you're getting aptX HD, up to 80 hours worth of playback, an IPX7 rated, as well as a really ruggedized case and very simple pairing. You just open it up, put them in, when you're done, put them back in, recharge, and you're set and you're ready to go. Again, like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support. I'll see you guys in the next video.